Come out wherever you are and hide forever. Come on, buddy. I gotcha. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run! Close. I can smell ya. Marco. Polo.
Oh God, please. Please don't kill me. Please. I did nothing wrong.
Hell no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm starting to have fun.
What the hell's going on? What the hell? What the hell is this? What's going on? What's going on here? Look, dude, whatever I did to piss you off, I am extremely sorry. Can you just let me go, dude? Can you just let me go, man, please?
I can, but I have a couple fellows here that says no.
What do I have to do to get out of here? What do I have to do to actually, like, have you, like, release me? Do we have to, like, do something, talk about something? What the hell do we have to do?
Nothing.
Nothing? Dude, I can't just be sitting here in your fucking car, handcuffed at the goddamn wheel, with you pointing a gun at me. Come on, man.
Silence.
How about
Silence.
this? Can I make a bargain with you?
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
You and your gun talk about it. Okay, well, sir, how about we talk about the hunt? And maybe afterwards, just maybe, you might just reconsider.
Let's do this.
Okay, fine. Can you, like, just reach over and uncuff me for a second? Please?
No.
Fine.
Not part of the deal.
Guys, welcome everybody to a brand new movie review where we talk about The Hunt.
Can I keep the glasses on?
Do whatever you want. I'm the one that's freaking handcuffed here, and
I like them.
he looks like like some badass John Rambo looking mother.
Could be. Terminator.
Terminator. I
like him on.
You like him on. Guys, yes, we are talking about The Hunt.
The Hunt.
The latest Blumhouse horror movie. Now, okay, so here's the deal, right?
Yes.
So this movie was originally supposed to come out around September-ish, I believe, of last year.
Okay.
And what happened in that time period when they were supposed to come out is two things. One, there were a couple of mass shootings that happened that Blumhouse really kind of felt like, okay, not the right time to put this movie out. Then the other one is there was a lot of tweets by the president, and there was a lot of sort of political rage going on. And so the movie kind of they kind of felt like maybe people are kind of a little bit on edge. So to kind of maybe not put this out at this point.
Lordy.
So, yes, things happen.
There's 100 movies with guns in it.
I hate to say it,
right?
But yes. So, with all the controversy that happened, the movie got delayed. But in the meantime, while that was going on, actually, there was like momentum building for the movie. Because a lot of people were like, oh my God, so this movie is like, I don't know when it's going to be released. This movie has gotten banned. Why? You know, I kind of want to see it.
Build up steam, and you just want to.
What's the whole controversy? Like there's a whole thing.
The hype is on controversy.
So it's like it's like momentum for the movie that you could never do yourself, where people want to see the movie.
Yeah.
And then when it was coming out, and people said, oh, it's going to come out now around this time in March, and everyone is like, okay, now this is cool. It's finally being released. I want to see this. We're here now, controversy aside.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Everything going on. Where would you like to start with The Hunt, sir?
Wow. Okay with that. It's a tough one with this one.
It is a tough one.
Start somewhere because oh my God, because you can go with the main girl, which I forgot her name.
You can go with Crystal.
Okay, Crystal, but is it tough, or is it just me on this one?
Okay, I will start it then.
Okay, you go with it and you tell me what you think, because that's the easy one, but I thought she didn't show herself until like maybe a half hour into the movie, though.
Yes, and that's really what I wanted to say, because so
it's a tough one.
Here's the thing. The movie starts in a way of like, you know, somebody is like coming out of something. They're kind of like, oh God, what's going on?
Yeah.
And you realize that
they were on a plane.
They were on a plane.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on. These people who seem very rich seem like they're going after these people that are maybe less fortunate, and you realize that you're with this character played by Emma Roberts. You're with her. She's got the mouth guard on, and she's just not sure what's going on or where she is. Yeah. And suddenly she sees a woman by a creek who is doing some sort of thing with like a little kind of like leaf with like a needle, kind of where she is or what's going on. And she's finding other people. Yeah, the people that have the stuff on, and it's like suddenly everyone's gathering in this field, and you're like, this is some weird shit. What's going on here? Suddenly there's this huge box. This guy is undoing it. It's like it's like an onion peel.
It's coming back.
Everything's sort of being layered, man. And suddenly there's guns. And then it's like, why are the guns here? And what's going on? And why is there a random fucking pig that just comes out of the goddamn shit? And it's like it's just all like you're trying to process everything just like the characters are trying to process stuff. You're trying to do it. And then what ends up happening is that suddenly, before you know it, Emma Roberts gets completely gunned down. She gets killed. She gets a bullet right to the fucking head.
Yeah.
And suddenly you think to yourself, you're like, well, what the fuck? Like, I thought she was the main character. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're completely and utterly blindsided. So then it goes to another character. And you're thinking,
yeah, okay.
and then you're thinking,
it's coming back. Sorry.
Yeah, and then you're thinking to yourself, you're like, well, hold on a second.
This one could be.
This one's the main character.
Yeah.
And then they fucking get gunned down, and you're just like thinking to yourself, like, hold on a second.
Who's the hero?
What the fuck's going on right now? Everybody's getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yep.
And so it's like a barrage of craziness. You know, everyone's getting, you know, like shots fired at them, bow and arrows, explosives, people exploding, and you're like
a toilet. No, just kidding. Well, everybody was dying in different ways. You know what I mean?
And it's just so craziness. And
grenades, I think. Too.
Grenades, yes. And I remember you sort of looking to me and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Who's the main character here?
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
And that's the craziness. And so for like the first 10, maybe 15 minutes, you have no idea who is the main character, what the fuck is going on. You're just along for whatever ride is about to happen.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
You just hope.
So I have to ask you, within those first like 10 or 15 minutes, what the hell was going through your head?
Well, number one was, why are they getting hunted?
Yes.
Number two, who's going to be the main character?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm like, oh, the chick from like Scream Queens and Scream 4, like, oh, she's clearly going to be the main character. And then they pulled a Drew Barrymore from Scream, where they completely like fucking kill her like right off the spot. And you're like, okay, I guess this is not going to happen. No. So it's like, all right, man. Nope. So, I mean, to be fair, I thought that was clever. We've seen it done before, so it's not exactly the most original thing in the world.
Yeah, but I mean, it was subtle. Not subtle, but it wasn't. No, but, like when I was watching it, I didn't say like, oh, that was like Scream.
No, but
until you thought of it, I didn't think.
You didn't think about it, but when you think about it, it's the idea of like.
But it wasn't a complete ripoff of it.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you're just wondering what the hell is going on. Where is this taking us? And I thought it was really interesting. And by the way, you and I being real like big like horror like blood gore fans as we are, those first 10 or 15 minutes, are good.
They were very good kills.
Like, you know, it doesn't matter whether it's the, you know, the arrows to
just the good shots and
the shots,
the blood was good.
The gore of some guy getting completely blown to shit. I mean, it doesn't matter, man. Those first 10 or 15 minutes was like the most glorious fucking shit. I'm like, if this is what the rest of the movie's gonna be,
glorifying,
consider me completely on board, man. Because I'm right there, dude.
Yeah.
I thought that was great, man.
No, it was just surprises across the board.
Yeah, and
it finally settles in to the I don't know if you want to say hero, but
hero of the piece or not so hero of the piece, because the thing about it is that this movie, it's basically, you know, and we live in a really politically divisive world, man. And not gonna lie, this movie is basically about red versus blue, Democrats versus Republicans. The Democrats are hunting down the Republicans. They're justifying it for however reason they want to justify it. They are justifying it, and these people who are being bound and gagged and trying to survive, they're all Republicans. And you know, look, I think it was pretty cool for what they were trying to accomplish with it. I thought it was, man. I don't know what you thought, man.
Well, I hate politics, so I just want to see a good movie, and I could care less if they're reptilians or from whatever. But
or Amazon women from the SS or something.
Amazon women from the moon or
something. As long as it's a good movie.
You can talk to politics because you know more than me.
Yes.
I really don't know. I'm not into politics.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I know a little, but not enough to know because there are, I have my own opinion.
Sure.
I don't want to,
go into it.
I don't want to go into it because I don't like it. And you can speak because I know you know it.
I will.
That's fine. I'm not going to comment because I don't know much about it, and I'm not going to say something,
Oh, I absolutely will.
I have one word for it, but it is what it is.
I'll say my thoughts right now.
That's fine.
Now, man.
That's fine. You can do that. Freedom of speech.
I will get my freedom of speech right now.
Well, you can do it, but.
So look, right? We live in a very political world. We live in a world of, he said, she said, and I think this movie is really right for the time that we're living in this very moment. And the reason why I say that is because it really, look, it doesn't, see, I gotta be real.
Be real.
I gotta be real, but it's kind of gotta wade through waters here because ever since our current president has occupied the White House, I think there's been a lot of real tension with Democrats and Republicans. Not that there hasn't been tension before now. Yeah. Lord knows there's been a lot of tension. But I think that for me personally, I've seen more divide in America than I've ever seen before in my life.
They're making it like that, though.
I agree 100% with you.
That's what they're doing.
100%.
That's obvious.
I agree
can pick
with
that
you.
up even though I don't follow it.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't know everything, but I just...
Well, I
just can't listen to these people talk because...
I think sometimes it's about and that's on both sides. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what side is it. Either I don't follow it, I don't care about it. I follow what's going on, but it's just a bunch of...
And so I thought it was a real interesting idea to have the Democrats who are always labeled are always labeled the ones who are snowflakes or however you want to put it.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are actually doing the hunting versus the Republicans who are definitely more, pro-gun and more, aim first and ask questions later. And so I like the switch of it.
Okay.
That's why I think the political aspect of it definitely informs the movie.
That's why it was delayed.
Well, it was delayed. Well, the shooting stuff, yes, but I think also because
I don't understand the shooting.
Well, because see, it's happened with a lot of movies in years when there's a mass shooting and there's a movie that really.
I never understood what's the connection.
I think the connection is people are just a little bit like it hits too close to home. I think for some people, and I think they wouldn't want to see it in Blumhouse. Or any studio for that matter.
Well, there's a million movies that come out with people getting shot. So what's the difference?
Who knows?
The movies we watch, people get killed with guns.
I agree. I think it's
so
just...
there's
No, I know, dude. No, I
don't understand. Movie's not going to come out because there was a shooting.
Well, that was part of it, and the whole political thing too.
There's always been shootings.
I agree. I agree with you. 110%.
Has there always been shootings over there?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
But
So there's how many shootings a day are there?
I can't even count.
So you can't put a movie out that has a shooting because people are going to get offended. Oh well, you can. People get offended if you say hi to them nowadays.
Well, that's true too.
Hi. Oh, what'd you say? I didn't like the way you said that.
Exactly. I mean,
it's against my religion. Don't say hi to me.
But I just think that the movie is very interesting because when you add all that stuff.
It's just a movie.
Well, yeah, but I think when you put those extra parameters on it with the political stuff and everything, I think it adds something extra to the movie that maybe
don't take it. No one should take it personal to heart. It's just a movie. I don't take any movie to heart. It's just a damn movie. I know the difference between reality and and like a movie. It's
like
fake, fake movie and then reality. Please.
I agree. I think it is very interesting to me though. That's why I like the idea behind the movie of the political ideas, because it adds. Without that, this movie generally, if you think about it, would be very generic. I think when you add that extra little bit with the political angle to it, I think it changes it, but I think it changes it for the better, and it gives it a little extra, dare I say, zing, zip, that I think the movie really needed. And so that's what I really liked about it. On top of that, what I really also really like about the movie is the fact of you don't really know who you can trust and who you can't, because once we finally get to the character of Crystal, after the fucking bloodshed that took place,
gallons of blood been thrown all over the place,
a fucking massacre that happened. She goes to this gas station, and with these two elderly people, and it's like where. Well, even before that, there were like a few people that came in there. Who were dealing with the same thing. And like, where am I? What's going on?
It was a staged.
It was a whole staged area.
It was a staged area. Where you pump your gas. Gas station.
Like if you eat the food, it was poison. There was like a shotgun underneath the thing. They ended up like piling on like gas in there So it was like. It was so interesting because, again, you set up that whole great premise, and once the character of Crystal really comes in, and then you're like, oh man, like what's gonna happen here? And suddenly she ends up picking stuff up that the other people didn't pick up, and she understands that it was staged. It was fake.
Yeah, it was fake.
And then you realize that we're not even in the States here. We're in fucking Croatia.
Well, you were thinking you were in a couple different places.
Yeah, you were thinking you were in like one of the southern states or something. Actually, no, you were in, this foreign area where, God knows where the fucking U.S. embassy is. God knows, what the fuck is happening. And so you're like, okay. So I thought that was really interesting, and it's a real great setup for her of like, who can she trust? And really it goes throughout the rest of the film of like the whole idea of survival and the idea of, if I am gonna trust you, I'm gonna
finding out why they're actually doing it.
Why they're actually doing it and what's going on here. I mean, did you like that angle? You being sort of a conspiracy theory type of fan and everything, did you like that aspect of it?
Conspiracy theory fan, yeah.
Well, to a small degree.
I watch this stuff,
Small degree,
It's I find it interesting.
I mean,
it's interesting
when you saw that angle of the movie of the not sure who to trust and like what like the twists and turns that were going to happen in the story.
Yeah, you definitely can't trust it. I don't mind that at all because it's unpredictable, and everybody has their own agenda.
Yes,
you know what I mean. So, I guess it's kind of like a conspiracy
to a certain extent. Degree, yeah.
No, you definitely can't trust anybody.
No, you
just make your own choices on what to do, but...
Now, what did you think about that gas station scene?
I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought it was cool too, man. I thought it was cool. I liked the idea of, I think what also is a really great thing about this movie is the comedy aspect to it. Because as much as there is like the brutality, there's really great scenes of comedy where, you sort of break that wall of tension.
Oh, there's definitely tension in that movie.
which is
Yeah.
what I really like, because
Yeah.
there's scenes where, like, when they kill those three people and the older people are sort of cleaning up and everything.
Yeah.
And they're sort of talking about well you shouldn't call this group of people like this, because
Yep.
you know, well I
Well, they had to make it look good.
I know, but you know,
Yeah.
but the guy was like, well, I know, but I heard it on like The View or something like that, and they're talking about
There's
stuff,
always comedy and just trying to do comedy.
and I thought it was kind of cool, sort of this
Yeah.
sort of back and forth stuff, and it kind of made you kind of crack up a little bit between sort of scenes of tension, which I really liked, man. I thought that was really cool.
Different.
It was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, man. So
Yeah.
I really appreciated that. I really honestly did. I mean, if you finally see, because I thought the movie, see, what's great about it is that at the beginning you think it's going a certain way.
Yeah. It ended up being something it was totally what I wasn't thinking.
What were you thinking when you walked into the movie? What was your like thing of like?
Well,
okay,
I saw the trailer.
Yeah,
I knew people were hunted,
sure.
and I knew it was political.
Yeah,
Okay, but why? You know what I'm saying? And then when we find out, it was kind of conspiracy. It was something somebody. Well, this is a spoiler.
well, yeah. Well, this is a spoiler.
Yeah, it was.
review
It was a text between
It was a text between a lot of these people
the
who are all Democrats,
elitist, the highest.
and the highest elitists of the Democrats, essentially.
Yes, yeah.
And a lot of these people were talking about, oh, you know what? Gee, what did the president tweet today?
Yeah.
And everything. And then they were talking about, oh, well, I can't wait for the hunt. You know, when
It
we
was
go,
a
you know,
code for.
It
It
was-
was a code for what they were gonna do, but then they realized that people saw the tweet. If I remember right.
well, it was actually this guy's account got hacked.
His account got hacked, and they read the tweets,
And the
So-
emails and everything, yeah,
and the hunt was on.
Well, a lot of people,
According to them on the tweets, they were.
yes,
But the two people that gave the text, they were Texas, right?
yeah, they were talking about
The
it.
Texas said that's not what it was.
They ended up saying, hey, look, this was all a joke.
all a
This is, that everybody
joke,
took it way out of proportion, and we
Yeah.
all lost our jobs that we worked hard
Yeah.
for, everything like
But
that.
I think it was like a code. It was, to me, they were making it as it was a code. They were
See,
talking to each other, but if you read it, I
Well,
thought it was exactly what they were talking
well,
about.
the real question is, do you believe if it was a joke, or do you believe that it was real and they're telling people
Okay,
that
my
that
opinion
it's a
about
joke?
that. I think that if it was for real, they were stupid for texting it.
Okay,
They should talk in private or away from people,
sure.
because Texas can be Nowadays?
Nowadays?
can't be deciphered.
No.
Well, look what happened.
Well, yeah, exactly. So
Why
I mean,
would
come on.
you something big? They said they did it. How often? How often? I can't remember.
I don't even
But they've done it before.
Yeah.
So why would you not talk about it on the phone or text or anything? Just
Yeah.
get together and talk about it.
I agree.
So that was a red flag with me. Maybe they were joking. Maybe.
It's really up in the air. They don't
See,
actually.
you're not gonna know.
You're never gonna know.
You can
'cause-
come up with your own conclusion, but I just don't see why they would text it to each other and
and be like, hey,
And be
let's
like
let's
some-
joke about
let's
killing
joke
people.
about killing people, and we're
Like-
part of. You said Democrats.
Yeah.
They were Democrats, and that could get them in trouble.
And that could get them in trouble.
So why would you just text? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense, but maybe that's part of the mystery of the movie as
that's
well.
being not what's the word?
What?
They're being not. I don't know. I'll think of it. They're not being smart about it.
No, they're not being
There's
smart
another word
about
I was
it.
thinking of. Sorry.
And that's the thing.
They were kind of
it.
messy about it. Maybe it slipped. I don't know, but it doesn't make any sense for them to do that. That's
It's
my
all
opinion.
about intention and whether or not you believe they intended.
I guess you just gotta.
Nah.
We're thinking about it right now, so
So
it's a attention getter.
it is. So all of the wonderful conspiracy theories we can come up with, which we can come up with quite a lot,
Oh,
guys.
we can talk all day. Or dusk, or whatever you want to call it.
Dusk. But I will say this much: I thought it was very clever going through the movie. You didn't know who you could trust. You didn't know what was going on, and I thought particularly the acting was really good. We haven't really talked about the acting exactly. I thought it was really decent. I thought Betty Gilpin, who plays Crystal, did a really great job of this very sort of hard-ass lady.
She was a hard ass, yeah.
She was a hard-ass chick, and maybe that's part of the reason why she survived.
I guess you got to be like that.
Is that she was a hard-ass chick that you know didn't take any bullshit and knew what she was doing. And I thought she was great. Last thing I saw her in was that Grudge film that came out recently.
I never seen her before.
And
is that good? Should I check it out?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going yes.
I don't know. You know, but she's really good in the movie. She's really good. I also think Hilary Swank is really good in the movie as Athena.
Athena.
She plays like I think probably the head of this Democrats group.
I think she was one of the ones that were Texan.
Yeah, she was, and she's one of the people that ended up getting her sort of job cut off from her and blamed a lot of these people, specifically this chick, and wanted to go after her and a bunch of these people. And I thought she was great. In fact, her and Betty Gilpin have this sort of fight sequence at the end of the movie, which is really great, man. I thought it was a really badass sequence. Like, they're really going at it, dude. This isn't just your, like cat fight thing.
Like, this is... Do that again?
Like a thing.
Okay.
Like a really great cat fight.
Just making sure.
Like,
it's actually kind of funny.
Okay. A really great cat fight thing. I thought actually it was really, really well done. I thought that fight scene was really cool, and I liked how sort of Athena was this sort of almost corporate executive greedy type of lady who has barely any emotion to her versus sort of this hard ass lady, and I kind of like the two of them going at each other. And I just like the acting in general. I like sort of the two-faced way some of these characters were. They had to be this
Everybody
one
was
way.
two-faced.
Yes, which is what I really liked.
Yeah.
Because again, you just didn't really know who to trust. And it goes to that. At the same time, what I also really loved about the movie as well, which I thought was really cool too, is that in a lot of ways, at the end of the movie, you really don't know where things sort of end up at the end of the day. Like,
no, you don't.
Like, she goes off, obviously Crystal ends up winning.
Yeah.
She ends up going on this plane, and where does she go from there? Does she, take on other people? Does she, what does she do exactly? Does she inherit some of this money, that was there? What happens? Does this whole thing blow up in the media?
Yeah.
And it's the whole thing about it, because she ends up saying to Athena that, in fact, she was not the original Crystal that Athena was trying to get. That she ended up, like, not finding the real one. She found a different one and thought it was the one that posted the stuff about her.
That opened for a second one?
And she said, "Oh, it's actually, I'm not that Crystal. You think it's me." And Athena's like, "Well, maybe you're lying to me. We don't even know."
Yeah, but you don't know. That's
you don't know.
And
that's what's great about it, is because you don't know.
Remember the scene when they were all down in the bunker?
Yes.
The people that were hunting?
Yeah.
And Crystal.
Yeah, exactly.
She kind of met an older guy that was kind of getting hunted too.
Yeah.
And they were down in the bunker, and the radio, they killed all the elitists.
Yeah, there was this whole great big action scene where they're taking all these people.
The people that were hunting, Crystal and the old guy killed them all.
Yeah.
So they were standing there. If I think right, they were sitting there talking, and the radio was on.
Yeah.
And Athena comes over the radio, the radio, and says, What's the guy's name?
Oh my God, I forget the guy's name now. He was like, hey,
No, not Dean. Something real.
Bill.
Bill.
Bill, or something like that.
Bill, did you get her?
Or did you
Bill,
get her
did
or
you
something?
get her?
And
that part I really liked because he could have been innocent.
yes, and he's like, wait a minute, she's completely bullshit. Yeah, I don't know this chick. Who this chick? Fuck this chick. I don't know who the hell she is.
I have a feeling that he didn't know her.
But here's the thing about
But
it.
you don't know.
You don't know. And I think that's what's great about the movie is that you have to in your own mind play the scenario of whether
We'll never know.
that
That's
you'll
the thing.
never know. Is it really were they really in cahoots? Were they not? You
Yeah.
know, is the chick that says she's not the Crystal, is she really that Crystal or was she a different one?
Yeah.
What you don't know, and I think that's what makes it great because I don't know about you,
Okay.
but do
Sure
you
you do.
but do you like everything handed to you on a silver platter, like
No.
all of the
No,
answers,
because
or do you like some
No,
stuff
no, no.
left
I like to
hanging?
think. I like to think of it.
Yes.
You know, but this movie, we're not going to find out
No.
what happened. It's just something you think about, like we're talking like right now.
Yes.
But I like doing what we're doing
Yes.
because I can come up with my own conclusion. You can come with your own conclusion.
Sure.
Like the radio scene, I think he didn't know who Athena was.
Yeah.
Because she just came out and said it. Like, did you get her? And I think she set him up.
But again,
But then again, maybe not.
maybe not.
See, and I like that. That's good.
Exactly. There's those questions, and you don't know really who to trust or what the answers
Yeah.
are. But I think that's part of the movie's charm in a lot of ways. You know, with all this being said, what is your final thoughts and grade rating on The Hunt, sir?
Final thoughts. Okay, I thought it was average.
Okay.
It had good scenes in it.
Okay. Now, why do you think it's average? If you really had to break it down,
To
why?
me, it didn't blow me out of the water.
Okay.
It had, your scenes of, your kill scenes were good.
Yes.
I mean, the storyline was okay to me.
Sure.
Basically, it didn't blow me out of the water. It didn't show. I don't know. I was intrigued by it,
Okay.
but I was just like, okay, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
I did not hate it.
Okay.
I didn't love it.
Were
I was
you
kind of in the middle about
Were
it.
you so the first part of the movie is
First part of the
very-
movie when they were getting hunted, I liked. I liked it.
Okay, sure.
And it just kind of like after they left, they went into the gas station.
Yes.
I liked that.
Okay.
But
And then once they ended up going on sort of the train with the immigrants,
it kind of just went like
it
this for me.
Went a little bit slow.
A little
okay.
slow for me, and
Yes.
it was so the beginning and almost to the half of it was pretty much fast paced shooting and a little funny like you said.
Sure.
And then for me personally, it just kind of went.
Down a
There
little
were some twists I like, but
Okay.
it just didn't. It just didn't blow me out of the water.
All right.
It didn't stink.
No.
It was just average for me.
Okay. That's fine.
Like
I
like I
respect
always
that.
say, you're gonna buy the Blu-ray. I know you will. It's just a question I always ask.
Okay.
Sorry.
Would you?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So with that being said,
Oh.
what's your grade?
Okay. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna go average, maybe C minus.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Maybe-
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's not terrible to me.
No, it's
You know what
it's a
I'm
little bit less than average, but I
Yeah.
would say yeah.
If I want to go C plus, which is average to me, but
But you went C minus.
I went C minus because I just think it should have got better.
Okay.
Didn't
That's not
hate
a bad
it,
thing.
didn't love it, just was there for me.
Okay. This is an interesting movie to sort of dissect
Yeah.
because
It is different.
it is different
It is.
because it's not sort of your typical Blumhouse horror movie. It really isn't.
Is it really considered a horror movie though?
Well, technically, yes.
I don't see the horror.
You don't see the horror in it.
I mean, there's shooting them. It was just a fight, but I
but
mean,
you
is
don't
it
really-
horror. Horror to me,
Horror is defined by many different things, so it's hard to really, pin it down exactly.
I myself, in my opinion, I wouldn't call it horror.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Because I mean, horror. When I think of horror, I think of. I know there's different genres.
Yes.
I think of slashers. I think of, elbows coming out of the skin. Horror. Killings, like there's killings here, but they're it's. I don't know. They're just getting shot with. I don't know.
Okay, no,
we can talk about this.
Boy, we could dissect the whole thing with horror,
like
man.
When I think of horror.
Yes.
When I say what's horror.
Yes.
What do you instantly think of?
I think of horror, I think
first. What pops in your head?
I think of Jason Voorhees stalking some chick in the woods. Like that's me.
Horror to you.
That's horror to me.
Now, when you think of The Hunt, do you think of horror?
Not necessarily.
Does The Hunt come up first?
No.
I can understand, but I don't. I mean, I know it's Blumhouse, and they did Halloween, which is horror, and
they did a lot of horror.
They did a lot of horror, which is fine, but
they specialize in horror.
What's that?
They specialize in horror.
Yeah, they specialize in horror. I get. For me, it's hard to call horror, but that's
Fair
fine.
enough.
If you want to call it horror, no, just.
Well, I mean, regardless, I do think the movie has a lot of really great moments to it. I liked the characters. I thought they were fun at certain points. I thought that the killing was really cool and
No, the killing was good. I'm gonna give you that.
Thrilling. It was funny in points. Is it basic in a lot of ways? Yeah, it is basic in a lot of ways, and I think.
Well, we like basic.
But we do
movies
like
too,
basic, but I think without the political aspect to it, I think this movie would just be very sort of
average.
Average.
See, that's the
at
thing
best.
I have,
And that's the thing about it. I think for me, it added a little extra flavor to it, which I liked. On top of, I had no really expectations with this movie. So
I didn't know what to expect.
For me, I went in with not really knowing what was going on and really felt like I got my money's worth overall. So for me, I'm probably going to give it a B minus.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a B minus, sort of on the low B minus spectrum, towards a C plus. But it was a little bit more than average for me, but just slightly more. But I did really enjoy it regardless, guys. So,
but I do agree. Like you're saying, it was average.
Yeah.
If there wasn't no political.
Yes.
For me, like I said, I don't like politics or politicians.
Sure.
So, which. I don't mind it in this though. Like
no, in this I didn't mind it, man. In this I didn't mind it, but
you're right. I think it would have been. I personally think it's average.
It would have been like dry toast without the political stuff. Here,
yeah.
Here you had a little bit of jam, and and it's good to.
Jam's better than jelly. You say jam?
but I prefer jelly.
It's all clumpy and shit, dude. It doesn't spread good. Jam goes on smooth. Right? I think it does. Grape jelly, it's all clunky. Hard to spread. Right, jam.
Dude, so now that the review is done, do you... God damn it. Do you mind if you... let me go? I mean, come on, man. Haven't I done enough suffering for one fucking day?
Well, you did say you like jelly. So...
You're still on that shit? Come on, man.
What can I say? I prefer jam.
I know, but jam's bullshit, man.
Now, that's even worse what you just said.
I didn't mean it. I meant it in a nice way.
There was nothing nice. You were not a nice person. You see why you're hunted? Huh?
Dude. Just because I don't agree with you on everything doesn't mean you gotta hunt me like a wild animal. Come on, man.
Yes, I do.
Bullshit.
Well...
Oh, you're gonna do it? Oh, thank you.
You know the drill.
What do you mean?
You know the drill. Do it.
Wait a minute. I thought you were letting me go.
You know the drill. It's time to get hunted.
Again?
Put it on.
Dude, come on.
Put it on.
Dude, come on. Dude, you're serious?
Serious as a heart attack.
Come on.
Put it on. You know it. The drill.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me and Schmuck over here.
Now you see why you're...
I mean,
Now
very
you should-
nice man.
And you meant it.
Let us know what you
Finish
think
it.
of the hunt, what you think of Blumhouse, what you think of, the R rating, the controversy. Let us know, guys. In the meantime,
You know the drill. There's no pleasing here. Put it on.
I really, really hate you.
And you wonder why.
I really hate you.
I can still hear you with that thing in your mouth.
I really hope you die.
Well, you shouldn't have said that.
Guys, take care and call 911.
Run.